well, so they'll have a chance to play at another one in front of the home fans. And Turkey, well, they were on the receiving end of a very disappointing result against Greece in the quarterfinals. They had ambitions of going all the way to the podium, but nevertheless, they kept the momentum going. They qualified for the World Cup with a convincing win over Slovakia, the Slovak Republic, and here they are now battling for 5th place. And we talked about this in the last game. The higher you finish in a tournament, the better. But even more important than that, it's always better to end a tournament with a win. Now, Ekrem Memnun, the coach, I think he's down a little bit because his team, he knew there were question marks. He hasn't maybe played quite as well as he had hoped, and his future isn't resolved. The jury's still out whether or not he will want to remain and whether Turkey will want him to remain. I know that he's also coached in men's basketball, so we'll have to keep our eyes on that one. But for Latvia, you have to think that they're really moving in the right direction with a lot of youngsters as well coming into the fold for Coach Zibar.
I mean, Latvia has a good mix of veterans and youngsters to move forward. And, that's why these countries, that's why they bid to host the next EuroBasket, because they want to show that they're going to be around. And you don't host the EuroBasket unless you think you're going to be able to win. So that's why Latvia has gone ahead and done that in the next couple of years.
Well, we're the last day of EuroBasket Women, and we're getting ready to watch Latvia square off against Turkey in the battle for 5th place. But before that, we're going to hear the national anthems played for both teams, and starting with Turkey.
And now the national anthem of Latvia.
Well, I have to say, listening to the Latvians sing, that might have just taken the cake. That's probably the most beautiful rendition of that national anthem that I have seen and heard. Boy, it really kind of takes the breath away. The Latvians are meeting Turkey at midcourt, and also we'll get a chance to see the referees for today's game. And it's our Czech friend, Ilona Kucherova, Andrada Sender from Romania, and Geller Kapitani from Hungary. So there's a bright young talent Shaker, and she is number 4. Ojai Shaker Turgut. We were wondering about as well Bahar Shalar, and we think only she's not going to play today after the nastiness of yesterday, the knock that she took. But it looks like she's okay. So the starting 5 will be Alban, Vidarli, Janitez, Hollingsworth, and Jansu Koksel, who's a bright young talent.
And talking about Baha Shagla, she had that horrible hit a few minutes into the game yesterday. It was inadvertent. He'll get the roster for Latvia. So you have a Stamberga, you have Bapina, who we're not sure if she's going to play. We saw it the other day. You have Gunta Basco. Aya Putnina had a great game for them. I think she's a big reason why they ended up beating that Italy team yesterday.
And also Vitola. Basco's been in the setup for a long, long time. She's approaching legendary stats. Brumamani is going to start. Jakobsone, Kreslina, and Putnina. So Vitola not in the lineup. Perhaps, I don't know if that's because of who they're facing, or she's just going to maybe get a few extra minutes off today, or maybe she's carrying a nibble. But I think your point about Putnina is right. I mean, she has been terrific in the games that we've watched. And it's interesting to see the growth in some of these players. And they needed her to step up this Latvia program. Now, Steinberger, Annette Steinberger averaging a double-double, 14.5 points and 11.7 rebounds per game. And Quinitra Hollingsworth averaging also a double-double, 16.4 points and 10 rebounds per game. So both of these teams have some statistical giants in their midst. I do think often, the players do the dirty work. Stats don't show up. They're just as important. That's remembering the coach. And overall, I think with Turkey's national team, he's done a good job. And Seabarks as well. Brought the good times back. I mean, how crucial is that for them to qualify for the World Cup and to kind of build momentum for the big event that's coming up here in a couple years in Latvia. So they'll be playing in an important tournament next year and the tournament after that. And they also have good young players that are coming through. So Turkey, we all know about what they've got. They've got some great young talent, some terrific guards. They just weren't firing on the day when they needed to against Greece.
They weren't, and give credit to Greece because Greece took them out of their game plan. Turkey has guards that can go in. They have Valadarli, they have Alban. They need to get up. They need to press. They need to put pressure on the other team on the offense and defensive end. And they didn't do that against Greece. They did a lot better job yesterday. So, expect them to I think, get up, pressure, be aggressive, like we saw yesterday, as compared to how we didn't against Greece.
And that's an interesting tip. Threw it up so high that either the players weren't ready to jump or maybe it went too high. So in the end, the players didn't jump. And Hollingsworth was able to tap it to her teammate. Brumamani has the difficult task of going up against Hollingsworth, and Putnina has already collected her first rebound. Jakobsone. Basco to Brumamani, and she had her feet set. I thought she was going to make it.
Normally Latvia's gone ahead and started Vitola, but I think they went with Brumamani today because she does have a little bit more weight and strength to maybe guard and slow down Hollingsworth. No?
Or maybe to absorb some of the contact early on. I don't know what the feeling is.
Because Vitola was huge for them yesterday in that win over Italy as well.
In the tournament, she's been huge, as has Steinberger, and she's not starting either. And Kreslina, Kate Kreslina, rather. Money bounce pass to Jakobsone, and we'll get a look at Putnina's three-pointer. It's so short today. She's been able to knock that in the last couple of games. And Janitez rolled right down the lane and got the look. Bashko drives in. Oh, beautiful play by the veteran, Gunter Bashko.
Latvia ended up winning yesterday, but we mentioned that Gunter Bashko, she was nailing her three, but there were a few times that we thought she could have been more aggressive off the dribble, because that is probably where she had the advantage against Italy yesterday. So it's nice to see her start strong, start aggressive, going to the basket.
I think when she struggled, as you see, Koksol put it up and in. Bashko was struggling a bit against Spain, but that's probably more to do with Spain's defense. I mean, they really had a good idea of how to approach that game defensively. And again, she goes baseline, and this time passes it out. And Putnina is short. I know the Latvian fans, I remember in 2009, they absolutely loved Gunter Bashko. I'm sure that's only, that love is deepened with time. And Hollingsworth shows a soft touch. This time it's Bashko from outside, and she drills the three-pointer, the go-ahead three. So Ursula Alban goes in and banks it in.
2 points for Ursula Alban.
Both teams getting some penetration here early. Gaslina, a little bit short. Look how quickly Alban takes it, and then is kind of like going on a mazy run back into the lane. It's hard to catch up with her.
I mean, she's quick, and that's why, with the national team and her Euro Cup, EuroLeague team, she's known as a fast guard who can hurt the defense, get into the heart of the defense, and create for herself, but also pass to her teammates.
And a hold called on Putnina.
First personal foul for number 11.
So Hollingsworth is coming out and causing problems, which is not surprising. Janitez. And Hollingsworth hustles, saves it back in bounds. Koksel. And she hits the three-pointer. Got a beautiful release.
3 points.
Share of threes. Romani back outside. Putnina just inside the top of the arc.
Putnina's hit shot on her last two, shot the ball short, sorry, on her last two shot attempts. And again, like we saw in the previous game earlier, though these teams are happy because they've qualified for the World Cup, they're still just as tired as the other teams are. So maybe a little short legs, don't quite have the strength that you had early in the tournament.
The biggest relief really is seeing Baha Chalar over there. Baha Chalar, rather, over there on the bench. Turkey bench, she looks okay. So I don't think we're going to see her play today, though.
No, she didn't have her shoes on. She wasn't warming up, so at least she's out there supporting her team. So you know she's healthy enough to be here, and that's a good sign after the hit she received yesterday.
And Vidarli hits a three-pointer. And with that, Latvia are going to call for a timeout midway through the first quarter.
On the floor, next Chilean generation.
On transition, if we are not in short, okay, then with 2 weeks, double drag. And roll, push a pop to just keep playing basketball.
Yeah, looking at Turkey there, Koksal hit that three-pointer. She came into this having hit 6 of 14 from three-point range, so she's a capable marksman, 42.9%. And she's just hit one this game. So, you know, she's going to be a three-point threat moving forward for Turkey.
Yeah, and what I like is that's a very good percentage, but she also doesn't force it. You know, she's not forcing threes, even though she is shooting a good percentage. So she waits for her opportunities, and that's probably why she is scoring such a high percentage from three.
And also, just 23 years of age. There she is, the player that we're talking about. So she's getting the start today with Bahar Shalar out of the lineup. She also has a tough defensive assignment guarding Gunta Basko, who moves around quite a bit, as you've already recognized. So Steinberger in the game. And that's Janitas that has drawn that tough assignment. Kristina. And Steinberger follows up her shot. Kristina now. And Ushul Alban was going for the steal and was calling for the foul on Steinberger.
First person foul.
Coming off a difficult season, has you have to say she's really produced for her country. I mean, you know, she's also hit the 2 free throws that have put them in the World Cup.
Yeah, she has. She has been their go-to player every game in this tournament, and she hasn't disappointed when they've needed her.
So Kristina dragged her foot.
But yeah, no, Steinberger, she, honestly, when they've needed a basket, they've got one, and it's from her. You know, we saw her struggle against Spain, but everyone struggled against Spain, and that shows you how strong Spain's defense was.
And look at Ushul Alban. Just has to sit there and marvel. Steinberger doing a little bit of shaking, a little bit of bacon. Brings it back out. She's playing next year. Has she decided, Steinberger?
I'm not sure if she's still.
Oh, look at Gunta Basko, the queen of the reverse layup. A 2 for her.
She actually has all 7 points for Latvia, so she has come out here firing.
Shot clock down. 2 seconds. 1. Hollingsworth. Soft touch that stays out. Gurumana now. Maxa. And Gurumana again. And Steinberger. Can't hold on to it. Vidarli. Vidarli goes through left and goes back to the right. Oh, what a pass, but just a little bit behind, and Memnum just applauding. I mean, that was a little bit of razzle-dazzle. Vidarli, 32 years of age. I mean, does she think she's still got enough fuel in the tank to keep it going?
You know, I think once you're kind of in your 30s or early 30s and beyond that, it just depends on how your body feels.
Well, Hollingsworth feels pretty good.
And that was a great finish. I mean, the footwork.
Backside answers.
3 points. Number
Gets it back.
33.
Just a 6-point deficit. Fischer Albin, Janitez, and Steinberger missed a foul.
First personal foul for Anna Steinberger. Substitutions on both sides.
Nina comes back in for Brimmerman, who's done an incredible job. So we're not seeing Vitola yet. Maybe Vitola is going to be a secret weapon. Forget about it.
And you know, we don't know. There's women who are beat up. I think that's why we didn't see Zurkova play in the first game. Maybe Vitola has some aches and pains that aren't worth really making worse at this point.
Yeah. Janitez up to Kutcher, and just not quite under control there. That's a play that she should be able to make, isn't it? The fast break. And look at Steinberger. Well, just good footwork. Puts it up and in.
2 points for Anna Steinberger.
And Shacker, who's coming into the game, short. And Steinberger's pass to Kristina gets away.
And that's, you know, we talked about this earlier. I think we're going to see it a little bit today. A fatigue, let's say, mistake. And there again, I mean, Albin jumping and trying to pass in the air.
Now, makes you wonder.
First personal foul.
Is she playing the ball there on that foul? I think we just need to, everybody needs to be on the same page, what's unsportsmanlike and what's not an unsportsmanlike. Saw shot. Steinberger is battling for the ball and is rewarded. A foul was called on Janitez.
Second personal foul for
Janitez thinks, I'm a shooter, I want to go back outside. And Memphis says, no, it's going to be good for you. Go inside. He's played a lot more on the interior this year. Bigic comes in, the bright young point guard. 22 years of age. And she's got it now across the midcourt. Now Janitez.
It's fine, I'll step outside. and Janitez actually plays the second most minutes for this Turkish team. So you know how important she is to them and their success.
Well, that was right at the end of the quarter, and Bigic had a good look there.
18-12, and now is the time for
Nevertheless, Turkey unable to make that shot, and they settle for an 18-12 lead after one.
You know, 6-point lead, and Turkey's just shooting a better percentage. That's all it is.
Latvia's had some good moments, and just as they were against Italy and just as they were against Spain, they can fall behind, but they keep fighting, and they've pulled it within 6 points against the Turkey team that will remember it opened up a 10-point lead against Greece, and then just the wheels came off. And so there's a long way to go in this one, and Latvia, I'm sure, feel like they're still in a good position. And they've done this without Viitala, who isn't playing so far.
In our youth lucky shots competition.
You know, good thing for Gunta Basco here. 3 for 3, 7 points. She does have 2 turnovers, but really, she's the one that, she's the reason this game is as close as it is. And like you said, though, people are tired, and it takes you maybe a little bit longer to get into the rhythm and the speed of the game when your legs are just dead at the end of the tournament.
Unless you haven't played much. Beautiful step in there. Number 6, Paula Strapmani. So she's getting some minutes here. She'll no doubt want to make the most of it, the 20-year-old. I think you really have to appreciate as Bibic goes up. We've talked about Zhirkova, we've talked about Laia Palau, we've talked about some of the other veterans, Machadli, there's Stenberger. But Gunta Basco, she's up there. She's 37 years of age.
She is.
She's no spring chicken, but on the other hand, she gets around pretty well.
She does, and I would love to know, how many games.
Oh.
Yeah, what is the secret, please? Let me know.
Tell me where the Fountain of Youth is, Gunta.
What flavor of water do you
First person of foul.
Maybe you're only as old as you feel. That's certainly my approach to life. Or you are as old as you feel. Oops, the pass got away. Had it batted. Nina, her little flick goes out of bounds.
You see a little bit of frustration in her eyes, and she's like, I can't get anything going right now. Make a simple pass. And Putnina, we saw her play in the last 2 games, and she didn't back down. She was their best player against Spain. Oh, great passing. Hollingsworth catches the ball that close to the basket, she's not going to miss. But Putnina, she was averaging 5 points a game before the Spain game, and then the Italy game where she ended up with 15. So she is a big reason for their win and their World Cup spot that they got yesterday.
Shacker called for the push. And when you talk about Putnina, what's interesting to me is it seems like she's been around forever. And in fact, she has been around. She's been playing since 2008, the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament in Madrid. And then she played at the Olympics since 2008. And she's 29 years of age. So she's in her prime. It's prime time. So no doubt about it, I would assume she would ascend to the captaincy at some point. Crooksville, right on line. Boy, it's a beautiful shot, but it rattles out. Passing to the open. Oh, beautiful pass from Steinberger. Look at Putnina just go to work. What footwork that was. Calm, cool, collected. Point.
It was great footwork, and it was also a great little sort of hesitation spin move that she did to, I think, stop Hollingsworth. And then she was wide open for the reverse layup.
Shacker for 3. She just oozes with talent. Look at that. You just have to marvel at the possibilities for young Shacker. Timeout. Turkey up 25-16.
Spēlējam 3. Ja mums ir Paula pirmā,
Anete, aija apakšā ir Kristiņa Ievasāns. Ja, skatāmies.
You know, you saw the percentages there, and Turkey's just shooting a high percentage, so they're talented, they can knock down shots, but Latvia needs to do a better job on defense, really. They need to make it tougher for Turkey to score. But I wouldn't be that disappointed with how well Turkey is shooting to only be down 9 right now if I'm Latvia.
Mainam biežāk, mainiet, nospēlējiet kaut vai 3 pick and rolls vienā uzbrukumā, mainot malu.
Tabasco's quick 7 points for this Latvian there in the highlights, and she's getting a little bit of a breather. And you know, I think the coaches have a tall job today because they are going to have to sort of monitor people's minutes and how long they're out there, because it's the end of the tournament and everyone's fatigued. And you know, you don't want an injury or anything to happen just because you are trying to play someone too long, too many minutes, the last game of a long tournament.
Clock winding down, and Steinberger shows that soft release. And what'll be interesting to me is if she uses this as kind of a launch pad to have a big season or a big year next season. And the turnover. Steinberger hits the 3, so she's crossing him right back. She's just clutch. I like her. Hoxel. Beautiful, beautiful stroke.
That was a great shot. She had Lax's hand in her face when she hit that shot.
Now into Brummerman, and again, she goes up for the easy one. Now, is that Hollingsworth not sealing the baseline, or is that nobody coming over to help?
I think that's Hollingsworth maybe getting a little tired and
needs to come out for a breather.
Yeah, you know, not. I think that was just a poor defense.
Bigic drives in, puts it up.
So, offhand, that was a nice little move by the point guard for Turkey.
Shacker drives in, takes the contact.
For Olcay Turkey. Two substitutions on the Latvian side.
So Krastina and Brummermani go out. And Hollingsworth goes up strong for
that ball. For that rebound.
And that's how they need her to play.
Second personal foul for Steinberger.
So Hollingsworth is at the line after a very impressive move. The tenacity, staying with it, and trying to convert. And she comes up short. successful on both attempts. Fight for the rebound. It'll be Latvia ball. Rebounds pass. Sure, Stroutminer would like to get some points. Here is Steinberger again. That time too much. Putnina stays with it. Scraps. And a jump ball is being called.
Timeout for Turkey.
Turkey going to burn a timeout here.
On the floor, next Shooting Generation.
Birkaç tane zone ofensleri var bak. Bir tanesi böyle. Buraya iki
Look
usul
at that.
koyuyorlar.
Axel has the 7 points,
buraya kat
leading the
ettiriyorlar.
youngster to step up.
Bu katı arka
She
alacak.
is. But
Tamam
Turkey
mı?
not
Bunlardan
really
biri
able to
high
shake
post'ta
this
flash
Latvian
yapıyor.
team.
Bunu guardlardan biri alacak. Öbür guard topun üstünde. Uzun bununla oynayacak. Öbürü
You know,
burada. Ama erken açılmayın.
To be down 8 points, Latvia is shooting 43.7% from the two, so that's not bad. You know, they're only 3 for 11, but it's really they have 5 turnovers already. So I really think it's their defense because they're allowing Turkey to shoot 54% overall in this game so far. So, you know, they're doing okay and they're doing the right things on offense, but they need to make things tougher for this talented Turkish offense.
Eight-point lead for Turkey here. 4:08 to go in the first half. And Albin in with Signorek, Bigic, Koksal, and Hollingsworth. And Koksal again. Oh, that time it doesn't win, but she fights and gets the rebound. I'm convinced Koksal can be something special. I mean, she really does have a stroke. She even looks good on the misses. Signorek. He gets hustles in there, gets the rebound. Signorek, little jump hook, but defended. Hollingsworth goes in and is fouled. So she goes back to the line where she just missed a pair. And foul. Bosco actually raised her hand as if to say the foul was on her.
About Hollingsworth's performance in this tournament. I think she had one of the best individual performances, game performances of the tournament in that 1-point Italy win. She had 29 points and 21 rebounds. I mean, those kind of statistics are almost unheard of. So, you know, keep that in mind. She is so incredibly talented. She just took her game to another level in that important Turkey win for them over Italy, which gave them the first in group play and you know, the straight automatic to the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And maybe that crucial day off, extra day off.
Well, you would have thought it was crucial.
We didn't see how crucial it was in that quarterfinal game, actually. Maybe, you know, maybe it'll be the difference with them having played one less game than this Latvian team. Who knows? So maybe they'll have the legs at the end of the game. Look at that.
Oh, what a play from Hollingsworth.
Anita Hollingsworth, 2 points.
Vasco, a bit short. Now 2-on-1 break. Christina, oh, what a play. Alban to Bigic, who finishes. And now the lead is ballooned to 13. Latvia is starting to fade. 2:20 to go in the opening half. This is going to come in.
Yeah, we didn't see Bigic play a whole lot this tournament, but there's that one game. There she goes again. She had 12 points. You know, she came off the bench, and I think she led the team in scoring that day. So she is very capable of putting points on the basket. Look
What
at
about
that.
Hollingsworth? I mean, just the ability to maneuver underneath the basket, staying with it. As you said, Bigic, certainly a candidate for more playing time down the road.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is both, and nobody was there to screen to move in front of the shooter as Turkey walks. I think Steinberger could have her way with senior record. And there she is.
Good call, Coach.
She didn't go to her left hand. She went to the right hand.
She did, so, and that might have been, Steinberger is talented. She can finish with both hands, but I think that was she tried to get up and over.
And nice shot from Turkey, 3-pointer. Alban seems to have the, just to hit those timely shots. Alban now gets in there for the rebound. And Alban this time just lays it up and in. And the lead now is 16 points. And without Vitola, perhaps, I don't know, Latvia just not executing offensively. They get inside and score. Christina with a left-handed layup. Babkina, they could use a healthy Babkina. They could use a Vitola. But even so, it's that next man up philosophy, or in this case, next woman up. That's where squad depth. Possibly the likes of France. I know that Valerie Garnier has come under a little bit of scrutiny for how she uses all 12 players in her game. Some people think she needs a tighter rotation, but she's determined to use her players and get them minutes.
Keep in mind, they are playing in the gold medal game today. So clearly France and Coach Garnier has done something right, because she's put them in a position for a gold medal.
And that time Hollingsworth bends the knees, and I think you're right. Did you suggest that her free throw struggles were due to the number of minutes that she plays?
Yeah, because I've seen her hit free throws early in the game, and then she misses late in the game. And to me, that's just fatigue, because she is a good free throw shooter. And Coach Memnon for Turkey has played her big minutes. leads the team in minutes played. Let's take a look here.
Now that was a
Okay,
foul.
does, but she's right there. Kind of tells her.
See that? That was Turkey's third foul, so they've got another one to give. Let's see how they do it.
I'm sure, you know, no one's going to get into foul trouble. See?
Now,
there you go.
Is that an unsportsmanlike? I hate to bring it up again, but
foul.
I hate to bring it up again, but what was the
First personal foul for Latvia.
I think we're both in agreement that we would prefer to see the players decide the game.
Yeah. And Latvia could have won the game yesterday. You know, they were going to have a last shot, so they might have won.
Bigic is going to launch it just like she did at the end of the first quarter, but overshot it. And Ekronimna applauds the players, and perhaps with that type of show, and if they finish this game strong, he'll decide, I really want to keep coaching this team. They really showed me what they got. Turkey on top, 43-27.
Shooting percentages, 45% to 54. 54 is very good. 45 is a very good shooting percentage as well. 0 free throws attempts for Latvia. So that questions how aggressive they're being. They're out rebounded by 7. Nothing too concerning. 6 to 4. Those are good turnover ratios. So really, it's just Latvia's defense. They need to step up defensively if they want to give themselves a chance to, you know, tighten this gap and possibly pull off a win here.
Well, it's Turkey on top, 43-27 at halftime.
So big applause for next cheerleaders generation from Poland.
Přehledné a aktuální informace z vašeho kraje, okresu i nejbližšího okolí, ruštění a křížovým pro celou rodinu, rozšířená sportovní rubrika i pravidelné přílohy TV magazínu, denní plný bydlení a magazín ženy. Objednejte si na 14 dní zdarma na 272 015 015. Mnohaletý technologický vývoj, investice do moderních ekologických technologií. Jednou z nejdelších distribučních soustav vytáhneme 60 000 domácností. Díky vaší spolupráci a důvěře můžeme vyrábět opravdu čistou, levnou a spolehlivou energii. Elektrárny v Katovice. Jsme tepelné srdce východních Čech. I soutěžní jezdci už to vědí. Přichází vůz, jaký tu ještě nebyl. Atraktivní, sebejistý, bezpečný, prostorný, luxusně vybavený. Prostě nejlepší český liftback všech dob. A teď ujedu všem. Nový Hyundai i30. Hyundai. Matuny na pomerančovém mambo. Ta malá šťáva. Vaše hvězdy chutí klubem. Ochucená matuny s ovocnou šťávou.
Všední den v 9 hodin ráno vám přinášíme výjimečné hosty, zajímavá témata s osobnostmi, které mají co říct. Host Lucie Výborné od pondělí do pátku od 9 hodin živě na Radiu Šumperk. Univerzita Hradec Králové fandí basketbalu.
Well, it's 43-27, Turkey on top of Latvia. It's been a convincing performance from the Turks really over the last couple of minutes. They just kind of pulled away there at the end of the first half. Steinberger and Latvia were threatening to come back. They fell behind, but there they are. They're coming back. And look at these fans. They've come out today to enjoy a little bit of basketball, which is good for them. And I'm sure the crowds will be there tonight when the battle for bronze with a third-place game is played between Greece and Belgium, and then certainly for the title game, Spain and France. So Turkey trying to end this game on a high and finish 5th, and the same for Latvia. And I'll tell you what, I just went through the tunnels back, into the labyrinth of hallways in this arena, the Prague arena, and I happened upon the Prague coaches, and I happened upon the Latvia coaches, and they were huddled and talking very seriously and animatedly. I mean, they're trying to come up with a way to win this game. So it goes without saying, but it's a classification game. Sometimes people don't appreciate how competitive the classification games are. And Latvia are shorthanded today. They haven't played with Viitala. They haven't played with Babkina. And those are two starters, really, at the beginning of the EuroBasket. So they're up against it. And Turkey have taken advantage. There's Bahashala. She has not played either. She took that nasty hit yesterday and had to be stretchered off the court. So Shona Thorbanova, it's been a stronger performance by Turkey, but still plenty of time for Latvia to come back.
Yeah, there is, and like you said, both these teams want to win. So I think the Latvian coaches were huddled around trying to come up with a game plan. Really, all it is figuring out how to. Not all it is, but they need to play better defense. I mean, you can't allow a team to shoot 53% from the field and expect to win a game. So I think we'll see them sort of pick it up, maybe put a little bit of pressure, try and take away the easy looks for Turkey. I mean, really, that's all it is. Offensively, they're not doing bad. They themselves are shooting 36%, not horrible, but they are 45% from 2-point range, which is really good. So, you know, like I said, I think it's defense and I think it's rebounding. You know, Hollingsworth, she already has 11 points, so if you could try to maybe take some of her points away for her, I think that'll help you.
Long tournaments for the players. A little bit of a backache. Strange.
I can't speak anymore, so.
Okay, second half action underway in the Prague Arena, and guess what? Vitola has checked into the game. So I guess the coaches wanted to see how the other guys played first, and some additional quality here. See if this makes a difference. Hollingsworth starts strong, and the biggest lead of the game. 18 points for Turkey. Vitola for 3, front and back of the rim. And Shocker. One of the questions, I don't know if it's a question moving forward. I know that Lara Sanders was not playing this year, and Yilmaz retired, and Hollingsworth returned for the first time since the 2012 Olympics. And you have to wonder, I mean, is she going to face competition from Sanders again next year? Is she intending to play? Or not next year, in a couple years, or excuse me, next year for the World Cup. So we'll have to wait and see. And has Hollingsworth enhanced her chances? Obviously, they'll also look at next season's club form if there is a competition for that spot. Shaka Turgut drives in. And Steinberger.
Laura Sanders was also the best player on Turkey.
Oh, nice basket. How many times have we said that? Reverse layup.
Today alone.
Yeah, Sanders was.
And Sanders was, but so has Hollingsworth for this team in this tournament. So, yeah, who knows? I mean, you know, for those who don't know the rules, you are allowed one naturalized player. Typically European teams sign an American, so that's who we are talking about. So it can't be both of them. You have to choose one or the other if you're Turkey.
Oh, boy, how in the world did they squeeze that in there? They got it past Albin. Steinberger did a great job of getting her hands on the ball and going up and scoring, and they've gotten it back to 14 points. Janitez puts it down and gets in and scores.
On the other side,
that'll make them happy. He's not smiling.
I don't think we're going to see him smile until the end of the game, and that's only if they win.
The dump to Brummermani. Latvia playing with a sense of purpose here at the start of the third quarter. Evident by the inclusion of Vitola.
And with Vitola out there, they're able to go into this matchup type zone, and it's unusual because she's the one who plays up top on it.
Now, they have called an offensive foul, raising the elbow again on Hollingsworth and giving it to Steinberger in the neck. Now, this is Albin dribbling around. See if you can see. I didn't see it, to be honest. I mean, they kind of ran into each other. Latvia have 7 turnovers, Turkey 5. To be fair, both Hollingsworth and Steinberger were kind of like holding their faces, and Steinberger looks like she took another shot right there. Kurmamani from behind knocks the ball out. So Kostina picks up her first. Shocker online, but Latvia rebounded. Nice pass from Basco, and great finish by Steinberger, and also Hollingsworth fouled her. And Steinberger still holding her face.
Great move and a heads-up play. She realized the way the defense was playing on the entry pass that the baseline was going to be open. She just caught it and went. And you know, Hollingsworth was kind of a wrong time. She sort of was just floating into the play and ended up, I think, hitting Steinberger from behind.
Now Steinberger brings it up. No chance now to get it into single digits for Latvia. Kostina rims out with Basco. Had position, couldn't hold on to it. Whoop. Isn't that?
Yeah, that's out of bounds. I don't think
Well, that one goes
it's more of a soccer play, you know, where you're allowed to keep the ball in bounds, you run out of bounds and then touch it. So I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that should have been an out of bounds.
Yeah, once she goes out of bounds, she was the last one to touch it as well.
Maybe they're saying she never really had possession, so that's why.
Oh, nice
great hesitation.
And Redmond is cleaning up. He wasn't smiling when they were making shots, and he's definitely not smiling now that Latvia have come back to trail just 47-38, and the point has to be made. Latvia don't give up. They keep coming. It's happened time and time again in this tournament.
It's what they did against Italy yesterday. They hung around, and they were patient. They never, I want to say, they never really got out of sorts, even though they were down. And, you know, they ended up pulling off that much-needed victory for the ticket to the next year's Nike FIBA World Cup in Madrid. In Spain. I have no idea if it's in Madrid. I got insider information. No, I do not. I know it's
FIBA
in
Women's
Spain.
Basketball World Cup.
So, and you wonder if Babkina were healthy, if they would have went easily. I don't know. Even yesterday. But the same goes for Laura Macchi for Italy. Had she been able to play this tournament, what would have that?
How would that have impacted
yeah,
things?
exactly. You know, you really don't know. And you look at every team, and every team has had difficulties, injuries. People are beat up. So
some are more beat up than others.
yep.
Part and parcel comes with the territory. It's a physical game. And now the hole down low. But I just like the fact that Latvia are clearly they were shorthanded in the first half. The lead grew for Turkey in the second half, and Latvia really dug in, especially Steinberger, and they've been able to get it back to 9 points.
Well, offensively,
oh, nice play by Consul as well as, Janites and Hollingsworth boxing out down there. There's Consul. Oh boy, those second opportunities kill you. Look at this is Zibak over on the sideline. So the Turkish fans applauding.
you know, offensively hasn't been the problem for Latvia. It's been their defense. I mean, they're giving up second chance points, but they're also, I don't think Turkey has had to kind of go to a secondary scoring option, and that's because they've been able to do whatever they want on the offensive end.
Steinberg a little bit long with that. Now Turkey with a chance to go back by 14 or maybe even 15 points. And Vitola reaches in and kind of a late whistle there. Watch.
First person foul.
This is Fuxel, and she has been true. I know that she heard that she caught the wrath of her coach before that last timeout, and that's the best way to respond is to go out and make a play. So this is why you play me. This is why you play me, coach. Nice fake from Darley. She stepped out of bounds, so that was unfortunate for Latvia because there were no red shirts in the vicinity.
Okay, that was just clarification. You say, did she have a possession of the ball? Because then it's a new 24 instead of just the 14-second shot clock reset.
Okay, so they're telling me yes, she did. People are trying to take it away from Jantes. And Darley, good idea, just the execution wasn't quite there. Memnon, and really any coach, you know, they're not going to mind if you don't execute it to perfection. What the, you know, turnovers are going to happen, but if you don't run the right play. So he saw they were trying to do the right thing there, so he wasn't unhappy at all. Vitola. Vasco, shot clock winding down. And Vitola, for some reason, rushed the shot. And Vasco walked. Vasco saying she was held.
Come back out and play this half, but we haven't seen Ayapunina yet.
Second person foul.
Oh, exactly. So maybe you said, let's see how we do with one of you in, and then we'll see how you do with the other one in. 12 points is the lead. And really the look of determination on the faces of the Latvians, they are not giving in. And Jantes gets the offensive rebound. Look at it, she is trapped. Darley left open. She hands it over to the designated shooter. And off the back of the rim, and Albin comes in. And an offensive foul. And it's like a broken record, isn't it? Let's have a look at it.
I do think moving forward, if Turkey does decide to go with Hollingsworth, I think they do need to ask, you know, what is she doing wrong? What is she doing wrong on screens? Because clearly she's doing something that the refs are calling.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, there's a lot of moving screens that have been called. Yeah, she gets her share of them.
She might be leading the way though.
She doesn't get hers on blocking shots. She gets hers.
No, exactly. Yep.
Either boxing out or trying to screen. Laksa has her hands on the ball. She's back in, and Putnina has come back into the game. Laksa online. Good. That looked fine. After a 9-point game, 2 minutes remaining in the third.
they're not going away. You know, they're saying if we could keep this close, we have a chance to win in the next, 12 minutes left here.
And Steinberger was called for the foul. This is, okay. Baxa with her three-pointer. What do you think about that call? It's not the question, or it's not to say that they were wrong, but what did you think about it? Because Steinberger was fronting her, and Hollingsworth was behind. Was it because she had her hands extended that they called the foul?
I think they were maybe
arms?
saying she was holding her.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're Turkey and you try to go pass, and if, you know, typically you want to lead your
Boy,
post.
you could see on her right cheek, she really has taken a couple of pops there.
That's the one that happened in the first half, right? Where we saw her kind of
That's
running
right.
up and down, checking her face. So yeah, you know, if you go to lead your post player with a pass and they're not really able to get it because they're being held a little, you know, I think that's what the refs are seeing.
Pasco. Oh, what happened there? She got tangled up with her feet. She wasn't able to shoot it. She was guarded by Vegan. No complaints by Vegan. And traveling is the call on Hollingsworth. I remember being in 2009 in Riga when Turkey, didn't make it to the quarterfinals. You see that? And they were tears. They really had such high expectations, and that meant that they didn't play in the Czech Republic at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup the next year. But they responded in big style in 2011 by making it all the way to the final of the EuroBasket Women in Poland. Some of these players, it's interesting. Sometimes you have to learn how to lose before you win. Janitez hits the three.
I mean, you talk about that. You learn a lot by losing games and how you lose games, and you sort of develop a toughness and character.
Was it typical for you with Canada after losses to immediately go back and look at the film, or is this something you would do even if you exited the tournament? Would you look at the game tape together?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like the day, that night, or the next day?
Yeah, I mean both.
Either way.
The tournament was going on still. We would maybe not watch it entire, but you want to learn from your wins and you want to learn from your losses. So you go over them, and with Canada, they do a good job of cutting our film right away, so you only have to watch your minutes, sort of, or they'll say watch certain things, and they have it all cut. So you're not watching the entire game film.
Yeah.
But you're watching areas where maybe you're making the same mistake twice, 2, 3 times in a row, and they'll cut that and they'll show you, why did you do that, and then what can you do differently. So you're always learning, and coaches are always teaching, because you could say, yeah, my fault during the game, but sometimes you really need to break it down, because what happens in a game, you see it completely differently on film after.
See, Memnon was warned about his complaining here at the end of the quarter. Three-pointer is good, and that gets it back to single digits. So, at least I think it does. To the points. Okay, so it's 55. Anyway, it's into the third quarter.
So you see,
So it was a 2, and it was 55-45. The main scoreboard says 55-46. So it was indeed a three-pointer at the end. They were just slow to register it on the scoreboard. And it is Turkey 55, Latvia 46.
you know, we said this Latvian team is not going to go away, and this is a very offensive-minded game that we're watching. So, but defensively, Latvia needs to step up. I mean, they're still allowing Turkey to shoot 49% from the field. They have 31 rebounds already compared to Latvia's 22. Latvia limited their turnovers. They only have 10, but you know, I still think Latvia's problem in this game has been their defense, and they've just allowed easy baskets and easy shots for Turkey, and that's why Turkey is up right now. So, but don't go away. You know, it's a 9-point game, and we still have 10 minutes left to play.
Chelsea Vegan, the veteran, who's in the game now. Goes back over and out to Turkey. So it's just so frustrating when you're trying to play catch up. Look at Vegan though. That was a nice move from the veteran.
It was, and she's Northern.
And look at the bench
shooter. Yeah.
Look at how well Latvia played from the bench. But then again, they did bring Steinberger. That's probably maybe. In fact, it is misleading. Steinberger didn't start.
She has 14 points.
She has 14, and also Vitalo didn't start. Hollingsworth is pretty tough from about 8 feet, 10 feet, 18 points.
She has 18 points, and it almost feels like a quiet 18 points.
That's when you know you're good, when they just accumulate. Ooh, the drive should have gone. Darley. Oh, look at this. They find her, and she's not going to miss.
2 points for
Karina is complaining about 3 seconds. But
on the floor, next shooter's generation.
There's a little toughness factor coming in there for Putnina now. She's not having it, is she? The lead is going back to 15. It's just you fall behind. It's awfully difficult to climb the mountain. And she looks at three-point shooting. Each team has made 5 threes. And Turkey now shooting 20 of 35 inside the arc. Much of that is Hollingworth. In fact, most of it is. And it's not just layups. I mean, she's hit some jump shots.
Yeah, I mean, Hollingsworth is 8 for 10 from the field, so she has been.
And the rebounds. How many rebounds has she got? Because Turkey have 33, Latvia just 22.
Five rebounds. Janitez has 8 rebounds for them. I mean, there's just a lot of people. Albin has 6 rebounds. So everyone is just. Coxwell has 8 rebounds. I mean, they almost have 1, 2, 3, 4 people in a double-double.
Vitala. Good job by Steinberger. Getting the rebound. Laksa for 3. It's good.
3 points, Gitia Laksa.
She's since we've come to Prague anyway, she shot the ball better today. Better than the previous few games.
She was averaging 10 points a game coming off the bench, and then she had 0 points against Spain, so she has played a lot better in the last 2 games for them.
Darley, 3-pointer. Or was it 2? No, they've given her a 2. Hard to imagine this Turkey team without Vidarli. But it might happen, you never know. Ushul Albin knocks it away. Ooh. Gets rejected by Krastina. And then Albin.
She's got to be careful.
She appeals to the ref.
See, I mean, this was a good foul because it was a 5-on-4.
Look at this. This is, well, I mean, she got all ball. She did have her left hand on the waist of Albin, but it was incidental contact. Albin doesn't like having her shot blocked at the rim. You could tell. She's a little bit annoyed. Steinberger from the right corner. And that was definitely Krastina coming over the back.
Second personal foul for Eva Krastina.
Ball goes out. It'll still be Turkey ball with 6:47 remaining. Nice pass to Janites. Fakes. Gets in the lane. Goes to her right. Did everything right except make the shot. Krastina. Over to Vitola, and that's a 3 that is right into the hoop. Back to 11.
6 minutes and 20 seconds. There's a lot of time left, but where Latvia is struggling today is on the defensive end. So they need to get a couple stops and a couple makes consecutively. They can't trade baskets with Turkey right now.
Vidarli, another three-pointer.
Number 7.
She hasn't made many here in Prague, but the ones that she does make tend to be big ones. Laxa floats in. Putnina gets it. Krastina and Vitola able to win that, but throws it into Vegan, and that triggers a break for Turkey. But oh, look at the pass to Janites, and Putnina just kind of cut in underneath her, but then avoided the contact, and it put Janites off her shot. Steinberger, oh, what a play. Nice pump fake. She's having a big game, 16 points. Janites back to Vidarli. Action with the board. Krastina and Vitola. She's fumbled it away. They get it to Hollingsworth. Oh boy, that was a good, strong move.
It really was. And 2 points. I mean, if she's going to catch the ball that low, she's either going to score or get fouled and go to the free throw line.
She looks at the ref every time after a shot as if she has been fouled. Gazia Vegan. They had her double teamed up there. Turkey thought they had her.
And you know, maybe if I'm Latvia, I do foul Hollingsworth in this game because she is only 4 for 8 from the free throw line, but she's shooting 9 for 11 from the field.
Vitola. Oh, nice move. Spun, under control.
Yeah, that was a big time post move right there from Vitola.
What would you call her, a stretch 5?
Yeah, almost. I mean, look.
Nice drive as well. Hollingsworth tries to follow, and just Brunnermane throws it away. Not that they got back to order. And you're trailing by 12 points. Vegan dances around. Excuse me. Vegan takes the shot. It was Albin dances around, and now Albin has it. Well, it looks they've still got time, but they just seem to be hitting this barrier right around the 10, 9, 10, 12-point mark where they just can't. They can't go past it. Latvia. Albin for 3, right at the shot clock. And nice drive and gets it back to the 10. Vietnam says, we're not finished yet, folks. Don't go away.
She's out guarding the point guard right now, putting pressure on her, making it uncomfortable.
Sinurek, short. And Menman is not happy with that shot selection that early in the shot clock. Steinberger, over to Vietala, who puts it up quickly, perhaps to avoid Hollingsworth. Menman was going to call a timeout, but now he's called it off. I thought the way Sinurek played early in the tournament, she might have a more prominent role, but it really hasn't worked out that way for Turkey.
Keep in mind, Hollingsworth has been so dominant.
Oh, look at the quick turn from Vidarli.
2 points for Miroslav Vidarli.
And Vidarli was not happy that the foul wasn't called. You can see the, watch this. I mean, no foul, good no call.
Yeah,
But watch her throw the ball. Oh no, you didn't see it.
Yeah, you know, as the offensive team, as soon as the shot's gone up and it goes through the basket, you're not supposed to touch the ball after. Because the shot clock doesn't stop, right? The game clock, sorry, doesn't stop. So
look at Basco drive again. She just is so effective putting the ball on the hardwood. Still time. If they get a stop, they go down and get a 3. They get a quick 2. Need to get some turnovers there.
like you said, they need to get a stop here, though.
Oh, it gets to Hollingsworth. If she catches the ball that close to the basket, more times than not, she is scoring.
She is.
Timeout for Team Latvia.
It's actually in the basketball vernacular now. It's kind of crept in. It's scoring the ball. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't like it really. Do you?
5. Jā, skatāmies, ir šeit. Uzreiz Kitī liek Gunta izmet alku, ja. Kitī liek Anete zem groziem, varam uzreiz ātrai. Un
Well, that was the Latvia coach that we got to hear. Latvia do not have a naturalized player.
Have they ever? I don't think they ever have.
Hollingsworth, 24 points. She's the naturalized player for Turkey.
Don't get beat by Roman. Stay in front of the ball. Each same size players will switch up front.
For this tournament, Hollingsworth has averaged 10 rebounds and 16.4 points a game. So
Before the shot, make the ball.
she has done her job
You inbound the ball.
here for this Turkish team. And, you know, in that loss that they had to Greece, you know, we talked about, we were watching the game, and I'm saying, you got to get the ball to Hollingsworth. She had 3 shot attempts at the end of the 3rd quarter. And that just cannot happen when she is your best player and your top scorer.
I think it all boils down to when you play Spain and when you play certain teams, even Greece, if they're playing mean defense, you just have to work that little bit extra harder to get it to your star. Laksak, drills it. That was coming out of the timeout. That was executed well. Look at them, putting the pressure on. Now they're playing keep away. And Janitez caught Steinberger. Well, she is going to be sore. Saw right there where it was. How many times do you see during the game where Steinberger is holding her neck like she really caught a shot? Oh, they find Vittula. Oh, and Vittula missed the layup. She's such a good player, and then she does that. She's had a couple of plays. Once a potential offensive rebound or putback fell through her hands, and that time she just missed the shot. Wide open. Remember, Italy lost to Turkey by just 1 point in the group phase. And Reagan misses that. Well, they're playing right to the depth here. Steinberger dumps it to Vermermane. Vasco takes advantage, goes inside. And I suppose Turkey are going to walk off the court with a 9-point win, 72-63. So it was a hard-fought game, physical game at times, and Turkey have left the FIBA EuroBasket Women on the back of a win, and 5th place is assured. Latvia finished 6th. They lose 72-63 to Turkey.
Remember, these two teams, they're on a high because they have stamped their ticket to next year's World Cup in Spain, the Women's World Cup in Spain. So, you know, tough loss for Latvia. I think they were just exhausted. And Turkey sort of prevailed. Albin had a great game, and Latvia, you know, Hollingsworth, I think, was the difference maker, and Latvia didn't have an answer for her.
Well, 40 rebounds for Turkey. A lot of those for Janites, 18 assists. And
that's not bad.
Too bad. Not the turnovers. Not that bad either. The 8 steals for Turkey. Steinberger had the 16 and 8, so below her average in the rebounds. Costina with the 6 assists. Hollingsworth with the 24 points. And 6 turnovers for Vasco. That's always been an issue with her, but I think she's trying to make plays. So in some ways, you just have to accept it. Laxa 15 points as well, so she shot it well. And the Turkey flag being flown high tonight here in Prague.
Yeah, and you know, I know that they were maybe disappointed with their performance after the Greece game, but they have come out, and if you can make up for it, they did today. They put together a solid game. You know, offensively, they shot 46%, 49% from the field. You know, they did a good job rebounding, 40 rebounds, 18 assists. So they were sharing the ball and they were looking for each other. And it was really a different team than the team that played Greece. So, you know, as soon as they had that quarterfinal loss, I think they were able to rebound and finish 5th here in the tournament. There's only a few teams who can win on the last day, and right now we've seen Italy and Turkey take advantage, and we'll find out for the medal game soon.
Well, I will say this. I was glad to see the approach by Latvia. I mean, I don't think it was an issue of effort. They were out there, you know, they weren't that far behind Turkey. I mean, they were determined. They were trying to make plays. Hollingsworth certainly was playing hard. When she had the ball, she was playing a lot of minutes. Maybe that affected her defensively a little bit. Saw some good minutes from Koksal today. It seemed like every time the coach took them to task, Turkey, they responded. So I think all in all, it's been more of a positive FIBA EuroBasket Women than negative. They've qualified for the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup, both of these teams. And today, was really kind of the start of the preparations for that tournament. You need to establish the right attitude, and you know, the coach wanted to see them come out and execute today. They did not want this to be a game. You know, they want to take advantage of the opportunity to play. They didn't want it to be a game where, you know, it was a lack of effort or anything. Bosco really, you know.
She came out strong. She had 7 points for them. It was 7 Basco, 14 Turkey.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, I think it's just, you know, it's the end of a long tournament. You saw a little bit of fatigue. Offensively, Latvia still produced. You saw some highlights, like right here. And they just couldn't get it done on the defensive end. And I think a lot of that has to do with fatigue.
So overall, good effort. And now we've got 2 games left coming up. The 3rd place game between Belgium and Greece. That should be a good one. And then the following in that up will be the final between France and Spain. So we hope that you're going to join us. Thanks for watching, everybody. One last time, Turkey win at 72-63 over Latvia.